Hi guys, in this very special video, you will learn how to renew your Indian passport while you are abroad, specifically in USA. Even though there are a few videos on this topic, we are making this video to save you a few bucks and also to give you some solutions to the common pitfalls that you are likely to encounter while renewing your passport. Stick around till the end to get a few bonus additional information that will make your life easier. My passport was actually expiring soon, so I had to renew it in New York. First of all, to clear any confusion, yes, you can renew your passport easily while you are abroad, and it just takes around 2 to 3 weeks in regular processing. So let's start. How much does it cost? In regular processing, it costs around $107. Yes, it costs a little bit higher than if you do it in India. In India, in regular processing, it costs typically 1500 rupees. So if you have time, you can do it in India. But other than the a little bit higher cost, it is pretty easy to do it in USA as well. Let's start with the website that you need to go to start the whole procedure. Google Indian Passport Renewal in USA, VFS, and go to the first link. This website, in my opinion, is pretty good and has all the tasks written down step by step. There are 3 steps. In the first step, you fill up the government application form and print it out. In the second step, you go to a link that has 2 additional forms for you to fill up. In the third step, you make the payment. You also make the appointment at the nearest VFS center if you want to submit the application in person. Else, if you live far from the VFS center, you can mail the documents too. Now, in this video, I'll talk about all the glitches that I faced while I did this procedure. So let's talk about a glitch here. During the third stage, I encountered a website bug that prevented me from booking an appointment because my passport was expiring within a month. When I contacted customer service, they advised me to enter an expiry date 1 year from the current date to enable booking on the website. They said this date doesn't really matter, it's a glitch on the system. Also, in this stage, you will have an option to select some optional services. For example, you can have your photographs taken at the VFS center if you do not have time. Also, you can opt for SMS update on your application, etc. I suggest to opt in for the SMS update for your peace of mind. Now, I will show you all the documents that I needed for my passport renewal. The website has all the documents written down, so please consult the website before making a decision. But in a nutshell, here are the documents that I needed. The ones in the green font needed to be notarized. I'll give my 2 cents on saving a few bucks on notarization later. Now let's talk about another glitch. There is a potential pitfall that you will encounter while filling up the government form in step 1. You have to select all the reasons to reissue your passport. I initially chose only the second option, which is validity expired within 3 years / due to expire. However, if you have any other reasons to apply, you have to check them too. For my case, my address and my marital status were changing, so I needed to select them as well, but I did not. That's why they had to tell me to refill this application form at the VFS center again. I would say error like that can happen, so that's why I suggest you carry your laptop when you go to the VFS center so that you don't have to refill this application on your mobile phone. One more information, they don't have any public Wi-Fi, so you have to use your phone hotspot. However, if you do refill this application, they can print this application for you. After you complete step 1, step 2, and step 3, you have to notarize 3 documents and visit the VFS center with all the documents or mail them. Here are a few useful info about notarization. TD Bank notarized for free. Well, you may have to wait for a few hours though. In my case, I went to Chase since they do it for free for Chase account holders. Check with your bank. Most banks do it for free for their customers. But if your bank do not do it, then you can also visit UPS. UPS charges $10 per document to notarize. There is another popular confusion about the method of notarization. In New Jersey, where I live, the notary don't put stamp and signature on the document. Instead, they issue a document containing notary's signature and the stamp, which accompanies the document to be notarized. Now, there are some confusions whether this form of notarization is accepted. I can confirm that this was accepted in New York VFS Center and likely to be accepted elsewhere. Now let's talk about the photo requirement. This was a bummer too for my case. You will need 3 passport size photo. You can see the photo that I took initially is a bit tilted and not directly facing the camera. This wasn't accepted, so I had to get my photographs taken at the VFS. But to save a few bucks, you can do this yourself. If you have your photographs directly facing at the camera, you can make a square collage of 6 photos and print it in 4x6-inch format at any CVS or Walgreens. It will just cost you 40 cents. If you don't have a fancy camera, don't worry. You can use your mobile phone to take this photograph as well. In fact, the guy at the VFS used his mobile phone to take my photograph and print it. I was like, really? Where is your DSLR? Anyway, moving to the address requirement, you need to mention both your Indian and US address on the government form. Most people print their Indian address on the passport. Write your address in the government form exactly the way it appears on your address proof. Otherwise, they won't accept it. In my case, weirdly enough, my Indian district name was absent altogether in their list of district. I had to call manager to provide an exception for this. Lastly, if you have made this so far, a few more bonus information just for you. You can pay for additional services like SMS update, photographs, and courier services at the VFS Center as well. Of course, if you are submitting the documents in person, I would suggest paying for the SMS update service. You can expect to receive your old and new passport by FedEx, mailed to your US address within 2 to 3 weeks. The lady at the cash counter said they will probably not do another police verification at the Indian address unless they have any doubt. One more thing, you cannot take any food or drinks inside the VFS center. Also, the security will tell you that you cannot open your laptop. Of course, I did and refilled my application form. I think they say it so that people don't start watching movies in their downtime at the center. We hope this video was useful to you. Please let us know in the comment section. If you have any questions, comments, consider to like, share, and subscribe our channel. And good luck with your passport renewal.